Welcome to TTMF Home Smart series, where we help you prepare for your home ownership journey. With us today are Marsha Rayla Ben and Marissa Ross, and we'll be discussing the pros and cons of renting versus owning, right? Okay, why is it better, or is it even better, to own versus to rent?
So we would say to own, because we first look at the pride of home ownership, where you can actually say that this is mine. Yes, it's like literally saying that in this entire world, you have that one place that actually belongs to you. And that is what we are looking at when we talk about home ownership. Then there's the instance where you have your kids and you are able to say, listen, I have a secure place for them. They can grow there. They can have friends. It's a community. As opposed to having a landlord come to, to let you know that, listen, you'll have to leave eventually.
Rent raise.
Correct. Correct. So it's really something that we advocate, owning property.
More importantly though, a home is an appreciating asset. So you can use that money as equity to help with your children, to help with their education, to help with medical expenses. You can even improve the home. So you want to make renovations to the home, you can use the equity so that the home increases in value over time and you can access that value. And that's important.
Yeah, so even if I'm no longer around, my children would still have something.
Yes.
I can still provide for them.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's good. But I would say the idea of owning is kind of intimidating. Like, it feels like it's so much responsibilities, and I don't think I'm ready for all of that. Like, I just want to go out twice a week, maybe. Like, is it really that bad? Like, it seems so adulty.
No, what it is it's just like any big step in life. Owning an asset is actually a big step in life. It requires you to be responsible, yes, and it requires you to do budgeting, prioritizing of your monies, and that is what we're here for. At the initial stages, we go through with you to ensure that you understand the stages of home ownership. We get you to that point of home ownership, and then we take you further. So with regards to your monthly debts, we take on the WASA payment, we take on land and building payment, so we manage those things for you. And in turn, you don't have to worry about those things at the end of the month. You worry about your other expenses.
So I'm adulting, but again, help.
Correct, so we're there to help.
Right? You also have to remember that this money that you're using to rent is what the landlord is using to pay his mortgage.
Ah.
He owns the house that he renting to you.
So technically, I pay in
Correct.
his mortgage.
You are paying his mortgage.
I might as well pay my own.
You might as well pay your own.
But can I start early? Like, is there too young to own?
Or there is never too young. You're selling cookies out of primary school, you could start.
Ah,
yes.
Once you're making that income.
Yes, exactly. You just start putting away a little bit at a time,
right,
and you will have enough to start your own home ownership journey. Because remember, there are upfront fees, right? You have to have a down payment, you have to have closing costs, lawyer fees, and all of that. So the more you can save upfront, the better for you.
And the sooner.
And the sooner that you start, correct, the younger that you are. It allows for a longer term. It means the installment will be more affordable.
Right.
So all these things will benefit you by owning at an earlier age.
What about if, let's say, my grandfather left something for me, and it's in front by daddy? And can I,
of course,
stick under my daddy?
Of course you can. Of course you can. And you can build an annex, a little granny suite or something in front there, so which will be your own.
Right.
But it's part of the main house, so it's part of your parents' property. So you ain't gone too far, so daddy can still cook for you. Yeah? But you still have your own space. That same space can be used as income later on, so you could become the landlord.
Right. Okay, I know I'm asking plenty of questions,
okay.
But let's say I have that space in front by daddy, but I'm flying out of the country and I'm always back and forth. If I'm not in the country, then it would make sense me owning here, right? Can I own here?
Of course you can. That is an income property for you, so you could rent it out. that is an investment property for you. Depending on where it is, it may not be by daddy, you may have your own. You can sell that property later on. Because remember, your first home doesn't have to be your last home.
Right.
You know, so it doesn't have to be the dream home that you're buying out front. So you can have the little house, you can travel all you want. You can travel and come back.
And still have mine.
And you have your money.
Have mine.
And yeah, exactly.
Ooh. All right, so I'm going to encourage my nephew to not buy that car and instead try to get that piece of land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because rental payment is dead money. That
It's
is what
gone.
it is. Correct. It's no investment into property, asset for appreciation. It's just dead money.
But would you suggest don't rent at all? Or maybe there is some pros to rent?
It depends on your situation, right? Sometimes your family home, your situation dictates that you have to rent, and that's okay. But once you're doing that, start with a plan, right? So start with a plan so that it will allow you to save up front so that you rent maybe say for 5 years, allow you to build up the kind of equity, the kind of money that you need in order to acquire your own home. But if you just move out and renting and take the first thing that is available,
Right.
you can find yourself in problems.
Right. Blink 5 years turn into 10.
Exactly.
And 10 years of dead money is
Exactly.
a lot. Is a lot. Whew, wow. Thank you very much, ladies. Well, that's it for today. We hope we've given you some food for thought on renting versus owning, the big debate. Yeah. Be sure to follow our social media channels for more helpful information and look out for more videos in our Home Smart series. Bye.